Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Doncaster Racecourse here on Saturday. It is the 11th of September 2021. We're going to look at the stakes races on the program, including the St. Ledger. But before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections for race courses around the world. And I mean around the world. Let's look at the stakes action from Doncaster races 3, 4, and 5, the 2:20, 3 o'clock, and the 3:35. The third race, the 2:20, it's the Group 2 Champagne Stakes. It's Group 2 event for Class 1 horses, going for a purse of $165,000. Race for 2-year-olds here. Field of 4 horses only, going 1,400 meters or 7 furlongs on your turf course. I'm going to go with the 3-horse Reach for the Moon. We'll go 3-1-2 in your TriCast trifecta. 3-1-2 TriCast trifecta. Top selection of 3-horse Reach for the Moon. This 2-year-old colt by See the Stars. Frankie Dettori's on this one for Jonathan Gosden and the Queen. The horse's most recent outing came to Group 3 Solario Stakes at Sandown, 7 furlongs on the 21st of August, and the horse went by 4 lengths and destroyed the field. Could have went around another 5 times, quickened up nicely. He settled well in the early stage of the race and just kept going. Coming here to the 7, could he be the next Too Darn Hot? Because he looks like he really, has the ability to win against his horses. And in fact, off of the pedigree, he looks like he could stay. Too Darn Hot looked like his pedigree was a good miler. This horse wouldn't surprise me if he wins the Derby next year. 2 back he ran at Newbury on the 16th of July, 7 furlongs on Class 4 novice. He won by 4 lengths there. And, he sat back early. He slowly moved his way up, and he got the job done. 22 cents a dollar. It was a very easy race there. Finally breaking his maiden start number 3. And then prior to that, Ascot, 19th of June. 7 furlongs in a listed stakes, finished second by a half length there, and he was a little lackadaisical. His first 2 races he was like that. It took him a little bit of time to get going. He finally did in the late stage of the race. It was just a little bit too close, but no cigar. Same for the race before at Yarmouth, 7 furlongs in a Class 5 novice, where he finished second by 2 1/4 lengths. Very lackadaisical. He never weakened out of it. He was, progressing late. He probably wanted a little bit more ground after that run, but coming here off, with improving with every single race, 3 to 5. I know it's a crap price, but he should win on paper. So we'll have to hit the TriCast, make some extra money with this race. So here's my TriCast to recap my selection for the third, the 2:20 from Doncaster. It is the Group 2 Champagne Stakes. Let's take the 3-horse Reach for the Moon. 3-1-2 in the TriCast trifecta. The fourth race at 3 o'clock now. It's the Group 2 Park Stakes. It's a Group 2 event for Class 1 horses, going for a purse of $150,500. Race for 3-year-olds and upwards. 6 horses are going 1,400 meters or 7 furlongs on the turf course. I'm going to take here the number 3 horse, Glorious Journey. 3-5-1 in the TriCast trifecta. 3-5-1 TriCast trifecta. Top selection of 3 horse, Glorious Journey. This 6-year-old gelding by DeBowie. Charlie Appleby trains this one. William Buick gets him out. The horse his most recent outing came to Group 2 City of York Stakes at York, 7 furlongs on the 21st of August, and the horse finished third by 1 3/4 lengths, and he just really couldn't stay the trip late. The ground had a little bit more give than he wanted to, and he just never got into it. Coming here to Doncaster today, a little quick, he's going to see soft ground, but not soft last time out. I think he can improve a lot. 2 back here in the Group 1 July Cup at Newmarket, 6 furlongs on the 10th of July, and he finished 12th by 4 3/4 lengths. It just had nothing. He did not handle the July course here. He never got up the hill well, and it was just never comfortable. But before that, in the Group 3 Criterion Stakes at Newmarket, 7 furlongs on the 26th of June, he won by a length there, and he stayed the trip well, quickening up nicely. Very lesser quality horses, but it was a very good run. And then first off, the refreshing 29th of May, Haydock, 7 furlongs in the Group 3 John O'Gaunt Stakes. He finished third by 2 1/4 lengths. He never weakened out of it, but never quickened up either, but he was plodding along there. First start back from Saudi Arabia, where he ran that 6.5 furlong handicap on Saudi Cup night, where he finished 4th by 1 3/4 lengths. If he just was run a little bit better, he would have made the race interesting late, but I don't think he was going to beat the stablemate Space Blues, who put on a show there. But coming here, lesser quality horses than his last few. At 5-2, I like him a lot, so let's use him. To recap my selection for the 3 o'clock, the 4th race from Doncaster, it's the Group 2 Park Stakes. Let's take the 3-horse Glorious Journey. 3-5-1 in the TriCast trifecta. The 5th race now, the 3:35. It is the Group 1 St. Ledger Stakes. It's a Group 1 event for Class 1 horses, going for a purse of just over $1 million. Race for 3-year-olds here. We have a field of 10 horses going the St. Ledger trip of ground of 2,900 meters or a mile 13/16 on the turf course. Mile 6.5 furlongs. I love a price here. That's going to be a 10-horse Youth Spirit. We'll go 10-3-8 in the TriCast trifecta. 10 10-3-8 Tricast Trifecta. Top selection 10 horse Youth Spirit, 3-year-old colt by Camelot. Tom Marquand's on this one for Andrew Balding. The horse's most recent outing came the 18th of August at York, a mile and a half in the Group 2 Great Voltaire Stakes, and he finished third by 1 3/4 lengths there. He settled well during the early portion of the race. He had a decent turn of foot. Off of that run, I think he just wanted a little bit more ground. He's going to have to overcome a wide post right here today, but I think he's getting the extra ground he's been crying out for recently. Also, not so soft ground he should really go up with today. Two back around the Group 3, Gordon Stakes at Goodwood, a mile and a half on the 29th of July, and he finished fourth by 2 lengths. First off the refreshing of about 2 months, he needed the race there from the Derby. He just couldn't get the good momentum late, but I've seen worse races from him, and then before that at Epsom, a mile and a half in the Derby. He finished 8th by 19 lengths there, and he completely hit the wall. I don't think he got a good handle of the ground there, and I just don't think it was the wrong race for him at that time. And then before then, the Group 3 Chester Vaz at Chester, a mile and a half on the 5th of May, winning by 1 3/4 lengths. He had the speed to win around the tight turns. A very good race there as an upsetter at 7.5 to 1. And then at Newmarket during the Craven meeting, a mile and 8th in enlisted stakes, finished 4th by 7 3/4 lengths. Highland Avenue actually beat him, who ran on to have a decent race after that. But this horse, he just really couldn't get into it. And then they tried him in the Vintage Stakes last year at Goodwood, where he finished third by 1 1/4 lengths there. And again, he was staying the trip well, but he's bred to go with a longer trip. He's going to get it today. He's going to see good ground again. At 20 to 1, I love him a lot, so let's use him. Second likeliest winner is the 3-horse Hurricane Lane. He's 3 to 5 here, but he won the Grand Prix de Paris very easily at Longchamp back in July. Won the Irish Derby 2 weeks before that very easily, and then had a decent third place finish in the Derby at Epsom. He had 3 very tough races, so he's coming here off a little bit of a refreshing, but on paper he could definitely win against these horses. Only one defeat, and that was in the Derby where he didn't run half bad. 3 to 5, we'll use him in the ticket also. And don't throw out the 8-horse Sir Lucan for James Doyle and the Coolmore Group and Aidan O'Brien. I thought his race in the Great Voltaire last time out, he was definitely staying the trip well, and then he won the Gordon Stakes very nicely. He's probably your C-string O'Brien horse here, but he could definitely win at 15 to 1. He has a staying pedigree, and just the way he runs could stay. So the horse do small each way on him, depending on his price, and also definitely use him in your place plots because he can win. So to recap my selection for 335, the 5th race from Doncaster, Group 1, St. Ledger. Let's take as a top selection the 10-horse Youth Spirit. We'll give kudos to the 3-horse Hurricane Lane and the 8-horse Sir Lucan. We'll go 10-3-8 Tricast Trifecta and use all 3 of these horses in your place pots. So good luck to all, and please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5. Good luck, everybody.